All right, statistics people. Here is section 3.3 on simple random samples, which we will call an SRS. We're going to say that phrase so many times that we would like to use an abbreviation, just like a couple other things that we've talked about. This is going to be kind of an interactive little game here, and we're not together. So we're going to start some of these notes, and I'm going to have you do your part of the notes, but we can't finish them until we get together in class tomorrow. So we'll do what we can. Okay, a definition: a simple random sample. That's an SRS of size n, so like 15 people, size n, is a sample chosen in a way that every possible sample of n individuals has an equal chance of being selected. Okay, so we've talked about two bad ways to get data. The volunteer response sample, where people call in to like text your vote kind of thing, and the convenience sample, where you just go and find the quickest people you can. Both of those tend to leave people out and favor certain people. When you do that, you favor certain responses, so you have bias in your data. A simple random sample is actually a real good way of going about and getting your sample. All right, so how to take a population and choose a simple random sample. First place, you need to label. Give each individual in the population a unique number from 1 to n, which is the max, right? And that's the total number of individuals. So if it's people, just label them 1 through 45. If it's cans of soup, just label them 1 through 45. Number 2, randomize. Use some kind of chance device. Now that's got to be a new phrase for you. Some kind of chance device to randomly obtain n numbers between the first number and the max. This isn't right, this n right here. Call that maximum. I'm sorry. That was just me being stupid. So I labeled the whole population from 1 to the total number that I have, and I'm only picking n of them. So in between 1 and n, we're going to pick n numbers. Okay, the individuals that have been labeled with those randomly picked n numbers, they're the ones in the sample. So let's see. I have, how many students do I have altogether? 125 students or so. If I was going to randomly pick some just to give an A for the semester and just see what happens, how they act the rest of the semester in class, I would label all my students 1 through 125 and then maybe just pick 5 of them. And so I'm picking 5 out of 125, and when I pick the 5 numbers, they correspond to the 5 people that have been labeled with those numbers. They're in my sample. Okay, question. What is a chance device? My answer is anything that can give us legit random results. Examples: roll a die, a 6-sided die, or a pair of dice. Roll a pair of dice, roll a die, get numbers that way. That's a random behavior. Flip a coin. Names from a hat. I could actually just put everybody's name on a piece of paper, put them in a hat, shuffle them up, pick a name. A card from a deck. Get a deck of cards, label everybody with, hearts and diamonds and clubs and spades and stuff, and pull cards from the deck. Now here's another one. The random digit table. It's in the back of your book. It is... I think we played this game yesterday, but I go back here and it's in the back of the book, and there it is. Look at that. Page T5 in the back is random digits. Now this column here as a line, it actually is kind of like where you start. It's a way of labeling which line you feel like starting on. You don't always start on the same line because you would just be using the same thing over and over. It's no longer random. So you pick one of these and then you go across and get your random numbers. Here's our random digit table. Put that to the side. We're going to need that in a minute. That's on page T5. Put page T5 in the back of the book. Okay, and then we have one more thing. We could use random integer on your calculator. Random integer. You find that You find random integer by hitting the math button on your calculator, arrowing over to the PROB section for probability, and then doing a number 5 or a number 8. And I'll show you how to do that on another page in the notes. Okay, go to the second page.